Well, it's loading, so that's something. Here we are. Here's the question. What playthrough do I load up? Which playthrough do we load? Do we load my newest one? Or do we load a different one? I think I should load my newest one. I think I'm gonna load my newest one. Oh, I also realized I could try plugging my headphones through there. So switch characters. My newest. Oh. That's because I loaded them in just building them. I remember now. It's irrelevant. We're gonna load them in. Oh, my music. Also, the fracas with EA and dealing with that, trying to load the thing, I totally forgot to like actually listen to the main menu music, which I love. It completely slipped my mind. Like, I love the opening theme. I love the menu music of this game, and I completely just like ignored it. My brain's not here, guys. My brain is not here. I am ashamed. I am ashamed. Alright, here we are. Actually, I have to, like... Playing on controller is weird. Because I need, like, my hands up here. It's down here, like, it puts my shoulders in a bad place, and then I'll be fighting my shoulders for weeks. Alright, so let's see. We haven't done much in this playthrough. We're very early in the game. But I have not played with controller. So, I've played exactly like an hour of this game with a controller, so we'll see how this works. I have like never played with a controller like in my life. Why? Oh, let me take your helmet off, sir. No, thank you. I forgot that I made it so that helmets are not hidden. Because I want to be able to see Cole's helmet. And, Vivian's. Speaking of Vivian, we need to go get her. Okay. So, we're only level 4. We haven't done much. Let me take everyone's hats off real quick. That's a thing. Oh, Solus is somewhere. Very good. There we go. There we go. I'm not used to I'm gonna be much slower than usual doing things because I just never use controller. I'm so sorry. It's gonna happen. Wait. Wrong button. Oh, that's because the dragon is actually technically medium. I was like, why don't I see the armor I'm wearing? Why am I being bonked? Why am I being bonked? For saying sorry. Is that why I'm being bonked? Okay. Wrong button. Wrong button. Fuck! Well... Yeah, I did it. Too late. Oh god. Oh, I'm gonna be very slow at all this. I am not playing a mage. Oh god. This is a mess. Let me... Left trigger. Left trigger. Left trigger. Oh. I only have one other, so those away. How's Cass's stuff? Cass, take. Can't do that. Never mind. Wrong thing. So no, Cass is good. So I'm gonna mark these as valuables. So shield, you're fine. Solus. Switch, please, goddamn. That's my own damn fault. And then Varric obviously has Bianca. That's not what I meant to do. That's fine. I know what buttons I'm pressing. Here, let me go get that back out of the valuables. Hey, it's Lily, welcome in. He's a phantom. Okay. Welcome in. How are you? Unmarked for sale. It was that one, right? I think so. Yeah. Okay. How are you, Lily? I feel like I talked to you not that long ago, but that was all the way in Basis stream last night. Wrong button. I keep pressing B instead of A. Cloak of Shadows. Oh, things do not say what they are and do in this. Oh, I guess they do if you do this, which is interesting. Hey, and it's Becca. Hello. How are y'all?
He's a phantom.
Welcome. Thank you.
It'll quench ya. Nothing's quenchier. It's the quenchiest.
Hello, hello. How are y'all? How were the seas? The seas of thieves. How were they? I'm actually gonna stop. Let me go sell some shit. Real fast. Very wet. You know, that tracks. That tracks. I just want to sell things from my valuables. Sell. There we go. Okay, 26 of 60. That's better. That's better. I'm gonna save that I did that.
Do it.
Alright. Did not mean to talk to you. I was trying to jump over this wall, but it's the same button as talk to. Have we talked to Cass yet? Based on where she's standing. Don't know that we have. We haven't. We're very early on in the game. Ooh, very early. There it is. Been thieving and deceiving today. Ooh, nice. Ooh. Also, he's stunning. I'm proud of my character building. Ooh. It's stronger dummies.
I think you need practice dummies made of sturdier stuff.
Oh, she approves.
That would be nice.
Interesting.
Like maybe iron.
Did I do the right thing?
Also, obviously,
what I
I
have
have
set
bots.
in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool.
I mean, they will,
and
even
they
if
may
you're
be
right.
right.
What do you believe?
What does your faith tell you?
That's right, I don't have to read these out loud.
I believe you are innocent.
I played so many games I have to read them
more
out
is
loud.
going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot.
Yeah.
But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
You don't think I'm chosen?
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. But the Maker's help takes many forms. Sometimes
I
it's
wish the
difficult to
white
discern
fabric in
who
this
it truly
mod for
benefits
her
or
was
how.
a little bit more like worn and less clean. It's a little too crisp. It's too late to turn back now.
Isn't it a bit late to worry about it now?
We have only just begun.
Yeah, but the decision's made.
My trainers always said,
I love that, like, there's a
Cassandra,
little
you are so
smirk,
rash.
and then she
You
turns
must
and looks at him,
think
he's like,
before
I'm
you
sorry.
act.
Yep.
I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in
There's
running
like a
around
smirk
in
until she
circles
turns,
like a
and
dog
he's like,
chasing
never mind,
its
not
tail.
smirking.
But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not?
You did?
I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
Glad to hear it.
Can't say I'm not grateful to hear that.
I can be harsh, I know.
What are my eyelashes doing?
You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean you also don't believe in the Maker?
Correct. I don't... Does he believe in the elven gods? Or at least would that be his response? I feel like yes. Or would he just say that's correct? I think he'd just say that's correct.
No, I don't.
I suppose I should not be surprised.
Disapproves,
I have to
unsurprisingly.
believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not.
What is my eye
Now
doing?
it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Alright, who else haven't we talked to? I think like everyone. Cullen's not there yet. I'm standing in the middle of a fight. We have not gotten Bull yet. We've done like nothing. Did I get... Did we get... Oh, it's not. There's no fog. Did we... I'm gonna go check for it. I'm gonna check to see if we got Master Tyjon's papers. Can't remember if we got them already or not. So let's go check. Well, based on the fact that the... No, I guess the doors do close automatically. After a while. Nope, we already got them. There's just a wheel of cheese. Alright. Back we go. I'm gonna get this iron. And that iron. And yellow fruit. And more elf fruit. I'm already getting better at the movement and camera controls for controlling. The muscle memory is muscle memory. And yes, I'm gonna say it that way. Yeah, exactly, there's the wheel of cheese. I forgot Face made that.
Still got demons
Listen in.
pouring out of the rifts.
Oh no, that's not them. That's a different pairing. But let's go... Talk to Varric. We haven't talked to Varric yet. There he is.
Now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Yeah, they thought the last explosion at a chantry was bad. And wait, that's actually the thing though. It's like everyone was mad at Anders until this happened, and now everyone's mad at whoever the fuck did that, and they think it's me. I can't remember the personality I was giving it. I'm just glad to be alive.
I'm just glad I'm still standing after all that.
I still can't believe you survived Cassandra. You're lucky you were out cold for most of her frothing rage. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and Maker knows
I've never heard
what
it pronounced
fall out of it.
frothing.
Bad for morale would
I've
be
heard
an
it pronounced
understatement.
frothing. It's really
I still
interesting.
can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
Why did you stay?
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
'Cause he can't.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died
He
on
can't
that
stay
mountain.
out.
I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
I don't think it's second yet.
I'm still not sure I believe that any of this is really happening.
It's all
This
the
is all
fade.
just the Maker winding us up. I
Yeah.
hope there's a damn
Oh, the
good
other way.
punchline coming. You might want to
I guess
consider
the
running at
Chantry
first
doesn't-
opportunity.
they don't not
I've
believe
written
in the
enough
fate.
tragedies to recognize where this is
They
going.
just think it's
Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky,
they put religious significance
that's
on it
beyond heroes.
in a different way.
We're going to need a miracle.
Alright. We gone in here yet? I think we did.
Got the door again,
Flissa. Don't know how it keeps breaking.
Oh, you know how clumsy soldiers can be. Everyone, ready? You sure you won't stay for a drink? And now all is
Well, maybe just for a bit.
Be bloody now.
It's Meriden. Alright. Have we talked to Solus yet? Have we actually talked to him yet? I can't remember. I don't know that we have.
The chosen of Andraste.
No, we haven't.
Blessed heroes sent to
I don't think I
save
talked
us
to
all.
anybody. Not a hero.
I've no interest in being a hero. All I want is to find a way to seal this breach.
Pragmatic. but ultimately irrelevant. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the
love
bloody
this
past
so
in
much
ancient
because
wars both famous
I can't
and
remember
forgotten.
where I learned it. He speaks
Every great war has its
in
heroes.
nearly iambic
I'm just
pentameter, but
curious what
the
kind you would be.
last end of his lines is some other type of rhyming scheme. It's similar, and those are the lines they always use, and it's why writing like his the way he says that shit, like, it's obviously not everything, but it's so interesting, and I can't not hear the beat of the rhythm with those lines because since I saw that. You study ancient ruins. I can't not farm for approval by asking him about nerdy shit. Who would I be? Study ancient ruins?
What do you mean, ruins and battlefield?
Any building strong enough
I'm also
to
just a
withstand the
nerd. I
rigors
don't
of
think I'm
time
capable
has a
of not
history.
playing a nerd.
Every battlefield is steeped in
Even
death.
when I play like a himbo
Both attract
character,
spirits. They
they
press
still like
against
to
the
try to
veil,
learn
weakening
things. They
the
just
barrier
suck at
between
it.
our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go
Nerd
deep into
alert!
the
Hell
fate.
yeah.
I can find memories no other living being
Thank
has
you for
ever
that.
seen.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do
Exactly.
set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to
Someone
live
tell
and let
Hawk.
live.
Someone tell Hawk that if he just puts food out for the giant spiders, he'll be fine.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning.
We're complimenting his
The thrill
pride.
of finding remnants of a thousand
And his wisdom at the same time, actually. We're complimenting his wisdom, which is feeding his pride.
I will stay then. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
No, Cassandra will protect him.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power
I also
to seal the
love that
breach.
phrasing that I appreciate the thought. Does he doubt it? Does he doubt that Cassandra would not have him sent? Or is it just like, is it not mean that much? I'm really curious about that. Is there anything in here that I missed? No, I got the book on the bed. Okay. So let's go. Well, so then I must have. I think we talked to all of the. We got that quest done where you talk to like Adon and you talk to the quartermaster and all that. So I think we're good there. Ooh, let's increase that. Okay. How are my potions actually? We're good. Cass is good. Solus is good. Varric is good. That's everybody. We have recruited nobody. Have we gone? No, that's not where I want to go. I want to go journal. I'm still learning. Remains. No, we haven't even gone to Valrayo yet. Oh. We haven't done, like, anything. Oh, I didn't even finish Hunger Pangs. Well, shit. Oh, that's right. We did the horses. I got the horses completely done, and whatever else was, like, on the way, and I did nothing else. I was like, you know what? I've never just, like, fast-tracked the shit with Dennett. And that's what we did. Yeah. We did everything with Dennett. And then went, alright, cool, we're faster. Because I want to fast-track to getting Dorian, or to really getting everybody. I'm trying to get to Skyhold quickly. And so I'm doing, like, I was trying to just get power quickly and get all that stuff. Oh yeah, because Cullen's still here with fucking Roderick. We did talk to Liliana. We did start softening her. We took care of that stuff. That's why she's on this side of her tent. So that's good. So yeah, we just have to go to Valrayo. Why are you smirking like that,
Blessed are the righteous,
Miss Vincent?
the lights in the shadow.
What is that smirk for? Yeah. Oh, can I unlock things in the basement?
Speak
I think I
only
can.
the word. Sing only the...
What is that emote for? Oh, that's right. You can actually hit that hit. That's like the one, like, this entire game that you can hit. Oh, Cordelis Draken. King of the city-state of Orlais was a man of uncommon ambition. In the year -15 Ancient, the young king began construction of a great temple dedicated to the Maker, and declared that by its completion he would not only have united the warring city-states of the south, he would have brought Andrastian belief to the world. In -3 Ancient, the temple was completed. There in its heart, Draken knelt before the eternal flame of Andraste and was crowned ruler of the Empire of Orlais. His first act as emperor to declare the chantry as the established Andrastian religion of the empire. It took 3 years and several hundred votes before Alessa of Montsimard was elected to lead the new chantry. Upon her coronation as divine, she took the name Justinia in honor of the disciple who recorded Andraste's songs. In that moment, the ancient era ended and the divine age began. Fun fact. That is the stuff that we're dealing with in Jaws of Hakon. That's the DLC, is dealing with learning all about that time period. Solus stating this must be the Horsemaster. Well, oh yeah. This must be the Horsemaster. Yes, that would be why there are all of these horses everywhere, Solus. Yeah. Chantry Hierarchy. I leveled up from reading. That is the most me thing that ever could exist. Leveling from reading shit and learning. Let's do that real quick. What do I want? I think I want Pincushion. It's handy. Each consecutive hit with a bow attack does progressively more damage. It's just smart. 5. There we go. Does anybody else have points? No. Oh, actually, I should save. Oh, there's this. Haha, because I'm a rogue. Do. All the stuff and all the things. Andraste, Bride of the Maker. There was once a tiny fishing village on the waking sea that was set upon by the Tevinter Imperium, which enslaved the villagers to be sold in the markets of Minrathous, leaving behind only the old and the infirm. Sorry. My brain gets caught whenever there's like the old and the infirm because of the beginning of Critical Role Campaign 2. It's a completely non-important thing, but my brain always gets stuck on that. One of the captives was the child, Andraste. She was raised in slavery in a foreign land. She escaped, then made the long and treacherous journey back to her homeland alone. She rose from nothing to be the wife of an Alamari warlord. Each day she sang to the gods, asking them to help her people who remained slaves in Tevinter. The false gods of the mountains and the winds did not answer her, but the true god did. Oh, this is Chantry written. The Maker spoke. He showed her all the works of his hands, the Fade, the world, and all the creatures therein. He showed her how men had forgotten him. Yeah, I love how I got... She did marry a Calamari. Yes, thank you. No, Calamari. I love how I got to... Like, that part was all okay. I got to False Gods, and I went, oh, this is a Chantry document. I know I say this, like, every time I play this, but I absolutely love when history and codexes in a game are written by characters in the game, because it adds the whole, like, everybody that writes everything has bias based on who they are and what they do. And also, it adds, like, they can be wrong about things, and it's such a smart thing to do, both for, like, world building in the story, but also for the writers, because it gives them freedom to be like, oh, yep, they were wrong about that. Like, yeah, you read that codex, but that codex was written by somebody. They were wrong. It opens a door. It's the best. Oh, it's so good. I love it. I love it. Where was I? lavishing devotion upon mute idols and demons and how he had left them to their fate. But her voice had reached him and so captivated him that he offered her a place at his side, that she might rule all of creation. But Andraste would not forsake her people. She begged the Maker to return to save his children from the cruelty of the Imperium. Reluctantly, the Maker agreed to give man another chance. Andraste went back to her husband, Mafarath, and told him all that the Maker had revealed to her. Together, they rallied the Alamari and marched forth against the mage lords of the Imperium, and the Maker was with them. The Maker's sword was creation itself, fire and flood, famine and earthquake. Everywhere they went, Andraste sang to the people of the Maker, and they heard her. The ranks of Andraste's followers grew until they were a vast tide washing over the Imperium. And when Mafarath saw that the people loved Andraste and not him, a worm grew within his heart, gnawing upon it. At last the armies of Andraste and Mafarath stood before the very gates of Minrathous, but Andraste was not with them, for Mafarath had schemed in secret to hand Andraste over to Tevinter. Wow, this is actually like the tale of Andraste, like fully. For this, the Archon would give Mafarath all the lands to the south of the Waking Sea. And so, before all the armies of the Alamari and and of Tevinter, Andraste was tied to a stake and burned while her earthly husband turned his armies aside and did nothing, for his heart had been devoured. But as he watched the pyre, the Archon softened. He took pity on Andraste and drew his sword, and granted her the mercy of a quick death. The Maker wept for his beloved, cursed Mafarath, cursed mankind for their betrayal, turned once again from creation, taking only Andraste with him. And Our Lady sits still at his side, where she still urges him to take pity on his children. The Sermons of Justinian II. Yep, Chantry. Seems fishy. Very funny. Very funny, Miss Vince. I appreciate it. I love puns. I love puns. They're so good. The Black City. No traveler to the Fade could fail to spot the Black City. It is one of the few constants of that ever-changing place. No matter where one might be, the city is visible. Always far off, for it seems that the only rule of geography in the Fade is that all points are equidistant from the Black City. The chant teaches us that the Black City was once the seat of the Maker, from whence he ruled the Fade. Left empty when men turned away from him, dreamers do not go there, nor do spirits. Even the most powerful demons seem to avoid the place. It was golden and beautiful once, so the story goes, until a group of powerful Magister Lords from the Tevinter Imperium devised a means of breaking in. When they did so, their presence defiled the city, turning it black, which was, perhaps, the least of their worries. Hey, Inverse! Welcome in! How are you? It's been a while. How are you? I hope you're well. Or it feels like it's been a while, even if it hasn't. The disciples of Andraste. They are unique in all of history. The cult preceded the Chantry and kept itself so hidden and isolated that it actually survived to modern day. The disciples made their home high in the Frostback Mountains in a village called Haven, here, which is now a sanctuary for the pilgrims of the Chantry. It is understood that the disciples were descendants of the first followers of Andraste, who brought her ashes to Ferelden and built the temple to house it. Because they had pledged themselves to the keeping of the Temple of Sacred Ashes, the disciples of Andraste never left the Frostbacks. For 900 years, they kept strangers away, killing all who came close, and were completely oblivious to the world that advanced beyond the boundaries of their home. Having developed separately from the traditions of the Andrastian Chantry, the disciples were led by revered fathers. However, little else is known about the original beliefs of the disciples, for they had turned from their noble heritage by the time they were discovered. Almost all scholars believe that the centuries-long isolation imposed upon the village led to the necessity for inbreeding. This practice likely led to a greater incidence of madness, which may explain why the cult was, at the time of its discovering in 930, so 10-ish years ago, worshipping a high dragon. According to writings discovered in Haven, because it is 940, I think, 941-ish? According to writings discovered in Haven, the disciples of Andraste showed reverence to the dragon, believing it to be the prophet reborn. The egg clutches and dragonlings of the dragon were afforded great honor for being Andraste's offspring, and were cared for by the cult. The dragon never attacked the cult, being cunning enough to recognize how this arrangement benefited it. In 930 Dragon, the disciples were wiped out by the hero of Ferelden, from DAO, who was on a quest to retrieve the sacred ashes of Andraste. Alright, that is all of that. Hanging at home playing video games? Nice. Same. Alright, this. Let's do that. And I believe there's some loot in some of these, but I don't think there is in all of these, but I think all of them are locked. little bit of a pain, because there's some. Let's go this way. This way. Ba-dum-ba-bum-ba-bum. Nothing in this one. I'm still getting used to controllers. Oh, there's loot here. The loot button and the jump button are the same button, which is creating some chaos. I'm jumping on a lot of loot and dead bodies. Unfortunately. Read. Misplaced notes. Notes written by one of the scholars responsible for restoring Haven. The notes have obviously come loose from a ledger of some sort. Took weeks scrubbing bloodstains from the stone. One of two things is true. Either stone is more porous than I thought, or Maker's Beard there must have been a lot of blood. How many people died? I'm so relieved I didn't have to deal with the altars of sacrifice the first arrivals found. Those were tossed off a cliff, I think. So now we just have to deal with the stains on the walls and the floors. This doesn't clean up in a day or two. I'm asking for some fresh plaster. Maybe we can cover them up. Still, it's not all bad. Haven is a beautiful place, and while working in the dungeons, we found scraps of paper with writing that looks like Brother Ferdinand Genitivi's. He was held here for weeks before the hero of Ferelden found him. One more. I don't know if there's anything in this one. We'll find out. Nope. Nothing. Right. Alright, that's it for the basement. Okay. Sorry. Still getting used to controllers. I never play with control. I got a controller 2 days ago. It's still not adept. It's gonna take a hot minute for me to get better at this. Alright. So.
I will take these injury reports.
Oh, you know what? I need to check. Can't remember if I dropped this stuff off.
Do you have a moment?
Nope. Let's summon the War Council. We save the game. And then we'll go to Valroyo. You can see all my mods. Everyone's in amazing outfits. We are... Just go to Valroyo first, before we do anything else. Let's do it.
Any word?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong.
Darth
At the
Cullen
moment,
and
the Chantry's
Princess
only strength
Josie.
is that they are united in opinion. And we should ignore the danger to the Herald. Let's
She looks
ask
so
him.
good in gold. And everyone looks good in black. I don't want to insult her plan, but I also think I'm not worried it's an exaggeration.
I'm more concerned this won't actually solve any problems.
I agree. It just lends credence to the idea that we should care what the Chantry says.
I will go with him. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
Let's
But
do this.
why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
Great, here we go. You ready for the drama? Let's go get some drama. Pride demons. Bottles of Thetis. Mabari. Oh, there we go. I think I have a few too many mods. It's because I have multiple playthroughs going at once. Depending on what I feel like playing. Like I have a stream game, and then I have a personal stuff. So I have
The
mods for
city
2
still
different
mourns.
playthroughs. All loaded. I think I probably remove some from some that I'm not actually playing.
Just a guess, Seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
I mean,
Your
also look at how
skills
we're
of
dressed. We're kind
observation
of
never failed to
a
impress
mess.
me, Varric.
My Lord Herald.
That's me,
You're one of
apparently.
Leliane's people. What have you found?
The Chantry Mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition.
Interesting.
They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Gotcha.
Only one thing to do, then.
Time for drama.
They wish to protect the people? From us?
How do I select this?
You
Well,
think the orders
not that way.
returned to the fold, maybe? To deal with us?
How do I do those optional? Okay. Those optional ones I control.
I know Lord Seeker Lucius. I can't imagine him coming to the Chantry's defense. Not after all
Apparently
that
I'm
we've heard.
talking as Varric. Which is interesting.
So the potential for trouble has increased twofold.
No, that's still my voice. Okay.
Perhaps.
Weird.
Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we
Interesting.
are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Okay, well, I didn't mean to do that. All the statues. A lot of them have, like, actually, you know, I should read the things because I think you get experience points for them. Inscribed upon a plaque, Our Lady and the actors of her rise and fall. Her message and visage are worth repeating. That one isn't fucked with yet. Yeah, here. Mafrath's remorse, beneath, scratched by a vandal, at meeting a low door frame. He can, right? It's impressive. Maybe that's why his books, like, he actually gets the characterization correct, is because he just does impressions, and he, like, knows it. Mafrath's blood guilt, and his head suddenly weighs too much. The stupidest shit, but it's hilarious. And another one. Mafrath's regret about his unfortunate hair. Can we actually talk about how weird it is that, like, it's weirdly socially acceptable to shit on people that are bald? It makes no sense. Like, why is that a thing? He knows the throws voice. Yeah, ventriloquism is a skill that he learned from Hawk, actually. Mafrath's penitence and unrelated headache. The avenue of her reflective thought. So this is actually about what this pathway is. And I just realized that everybody else has points. So, what do I want? Yeah, let's do this. For you, shit. For you. Then for Solus, let's do... Let's have a more stable... barrier. Not that one. This one. Apply. And for Varric, let's go with... I don't think he can use that yet, so that's not really relevant. Let's give him fallback plan. Okay. Wrong button. There we go. So let's shall always be egg. Yeah, I don't mean it as an insult, though. I'm sure some people do mean it as an insult. I don't. But it is very weird that people... Like, why is it such a thing that's insulted? I can't... I guess inherently it might not be logical. Like, I can't think of a logical, like, even, like, reason why assholes would, like, shit, like, for a lot of things, like, misogyny, you know, there's, like, things that you can point to, like, why, what are some others? Like, a lot of people make fun of people who don't grow a lot of facial hair, because, like, that's seen as, like, a manly thing, but, like, the hair on your head, I don't understand the connection. Is it the same as, like, I can't, it's like etymology. I wonder what the history of it is. I like learning, like, how we got to where we are. And I think it connects to my interest in etymology, like seeing where things start, where they end up. Anyways, that's my real mini thing for today. Alright. Here we go. Here's the drama.
Good people of Val Royal, hear me.
Cerberus, my love.
Together, we mourn our divine.
I wish he
A
survived if you
naive
side
and
with the
beautiful
mages.
heart, silenced by treachery.
Maybe. Maybe.
You wonder what will become of a murderer.
I don't know.
Well, wonder.
I should research it at some point. I have wondered it enough. I should do the
Behold,
research.
the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet.
I don't claim to be a prophet.
Would send no elf in our hour of
Oh.
need.
Was the racism necessary? I have never claimed to be a prophet, and your racism is unnecessary.
I make no such claim. I wasn't sent here by Andraste or the Maker. I'm simply
Surprised
trying to
that
close
there's
the breach.
no Cassandra
threatens us
disapproval
all.
for that one.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness
Interesting.
before it is too late.
Because, well, it's technically true that we're just trying to close the breach.
It is already too late.
She doesn't really love shutting down the idea.
The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will
That the
face
Inquisitor
this
is
Inquisition, and
the
the
Herald of
people
Andraste.
will be safe once more.
For once, I'm not the drama.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
No. Don't you tell Cerberus that. He's the best of the... He's the only good of you. How dare you are not here for us then? No, we're gonna go how dare you. Cause like, what the fuck?
What's the meaning of this?
Her claim to authority is an insult, much like your own.
I have never claimed
Lord
anything.
Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement, raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet, you should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The
Do not
Templars
perceive
failed
me?
no one when they left the Chantry
What?
to purge the mages.
Over the do not acknowledge
You
me.
are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If
I
you
just
came
thought
to
of
appeal
something.
to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
Again, I might be reading too much into this, but there's no harm in me reading too much into this. What if he doesn't want Cass to actually, like, talk to him if he's not gonna stop? Because he doesn't have the memories of her. And so he doesn't know, because very little of what he just said to her was actually just to her. He kept opening it up to everybody. And I wonder if it's because he doesn't actually know how they know each other. Because of who he actually is right now. Because he's not himself. Like, what if he doesn't want to be stopped because he does not know everything? He doesn't just absorb all of Lucius's history and knowledge. What if he's just doing his shit and leaving? Because he doesn't know everything. He knows a lot. But he obviously can't, like, obviously she recognizes him, but maybe she doesn't. Like, he only knows the surface level things, he's like, I can't be stopped by her. She'd realize I'm not me. And then they're on my ass. And then the red flags would be up even higher than they... I mean, they're already high, but... It does make a lot of sense, doesn't it? I mean, obviously that's probably just a headcanon, but, like, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, because that's not Lucius. Spoiler alert. This is not a spoiler-free. I do not do spoiler-free. The only time I don't want spoilers is when it's, like, pinned in my chat. So I'm sorry if you're here and getting spoilers. My streams are not spoiler-free unless they actively, like, say so. But yeah. It'd be really interesting. Because everything, all but, like, one of those lines was to everybody. And the only time he talked to her, he did not say her name at all. He just said, you should be ashamed. And then said, you should all be ashamed. And then addresses the crowd. And that's really interesting. Why are you here?
If you're not here to help the Chantry, then you just came to make speeches.
I came to see what frightens old women so, and to laugh.
That tracks.
But Lord Seeker, what if he really was sent by the Maker? What if...
Sir Barris, I wasn't sent by the Maker, but you're the only good one. I love you. I wish you could survive and side with the mages.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march.
I bet he, like, went back. He's like, I'm so proud of myself for that one. I handled that so well. No one suspected anything.
Lucius gone mad?
My mate told me about a fic where the Inky had figured out who he was. Ooh, that's cool. How do you know him?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding.
Like, the most you get is she's like, this is very unlike him, but they never suspect that it's, like, what it is. Will he see reason?
Do you think he can be reasoned with?
I hope so. If not him, there are surely others in the Order who don't
step out of the circle then. Prove it. Ooh,
either way, we should first return
cool.
to Haven and inform the others.
Like, what is the spell in 5e? Magic Circle? That's awesome. Let's talk to Belle.
Excuse me, but is what they're saying real? The Inquisition's going to fix the hole in the sky?
That's the plan.
We're going to give it a try at least.
No one is doing anything. The Chantry's useless, and the Templars... Andraste. I never thought they'd abandon us. Listen.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Your camp will need food. I have contacts. We'll have deliveries there in days.
You want to help the Inquisition?
Never been part of something this big before, but... if
I like
your
this conversation.
Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
No, I think we're just gonna go right for it.
Head to Haven then. We need.
I don't think he'd ask.
I don't know if I'm that, but it will be nice to see. Thank you.
I usually ask. Not that it matters. Do you get approval for that? I don't remember. Hang on. I actually want to talk to her.
This victory must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
We came here
Also really interesting which
this
people call her
doing,
Seeker Cassandra.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself.
It's interesting, because not everybody refers to
now
her
we
as
have been
Seeker.
shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone.
Because, like, technically, she still is a
fellow
Seeker,
clerics have scattered to the wind along
but she's
with their
definitely beyond
confessions.
that now.
Just tell me one
So it's not wrong.
If you do not believe you are the Maker's chosen, then what are you?
Someone who can help.
Someone who can help close the breach and end this madness.
That is more comforting than you might imagine.
Yeah.
I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
Yep. How many Templars rebelled?
How many Templars turned on the Chantry exactly?
They rebelled across Thedas. Some remained loyal, but not enough to call them the Order. The White Spire here in the capital was the largest garrison, but now it stands empty. Perhaps
I mean, it's
more
really
shall
interesting,
flock to the
especially
Lord
because
Seeker's banner now.
I wonder how many of those that did turn didn't necessarily do it willingly, but because they're addicted to lyrium. Because 100% the leadership, and just leadership themselves, whoever controls lyrium controls the Templars. Because they're all addicted. Literally. So I wonder how many of those that did rebel didn't actually really do it by choice. What do you believe about me?
You're obviously skeptical. What do you believe I am?
Our divine, Her Holiness
really
is
sad.
dead. I have seen evidence for everything, except what would comfort me.
That doesn't answer my question.
Are you
For you
good, sir?
to be true,
Hi.
a great many things must be false. And if you are false, a great many things must have failed. There is chaos.
I wish we could, like, help her up.
Whatever your intentions.
Healing, anything.
So what happens now? Will the Chantry
Feels weird that we
continue to
can't help
denounce
her.
me?
We have already done so.
The two were just like, one's kneeling, one's praying.
Now it falls on us to select a new divine.
She's like, I'm in pain.
And leave the next step to
It's like, we have healing potions.
Provided such a selection is even possible.
I truly don't know. Any revered mother who could have followed Justinia died at the Conclave. What becomes of us and your Inquisition is in the Maker's hands now.
Do you know where the Templars have gone?
Where is the Lord Seeker taking the Templars?
I can't begin to guess the Lord Seeker's mind. He could not have abandoned his intended role more completely.
There must be sense to what we can't see.
Must
Sort
there?
of.
Rebellion seems popular in certain quarters, doesn't it, Seeker?
There's logic, but not
Is
good logic.
crafting the Templars into a new power really any worse than declaring a rival to the Chantry itself?
I think you just like conflating everything that's not your side. I don't think that's helping anything. You can still help us.
It's not too late. The Chantry could still help us and come out on top.
If only that were true.
What's to stop you from trying?
That.
We are not looking for a winning horse. We are simply trying to do the right thing.
Do you think that... Okay. Alright, now we will go and have an arrow shot at us that always scares the shit out of me, even though I know it's coming, because it's so fucking loud. It scares me every time. That one was better than it usually
An arrow
is.
with a message?
That wasn't as bad as usual, but it's so loud and so sudden. It scares the shit out of me every time. Favors for friends. A message is attached, written in large flowing hand and bordered with doodles. People say you're special, I want to help, and I can bring everyone. There's a baddie in Valrio. Here he wants to hurt you. Have a search for the red things in the market, the docks, and round the cafe. Maybe you'll meet him first. Bring swords. Friends of Red Jenny. Poor drawing of the locations in the market is attached. Thanks, Sarah. Just gonna get these points real quick.
I believe that messenger is trying to get our attention.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hang on, I'm getting experience points. Fuck. No, not that one. No. Okay. Weird. There. Oh, I already read that one. That's why. I read that before we went in. God damn it. There. Just looking at just the wrong angle for them. Emperor Florian. Grand Duke Florian was not supposed to ascend the Relesian throne. But shit happened.
The Templars didn't even
Have to...
touch you. My maker, know my heart. Take from me a life of sorrow.
I forgot on controller you can like look around.
Oh maker, where is the comfort?
I forgot that
Look
I can
away.
actually like
I have broken the chant
look
because
around.
it comes from my heart. What have we when our divine is dead?
I'm gonna be a
and the sky
menace.
burns.
Every conversation will be spinning and dramatic. No, I can't do that. You broke the chat?
What do you mean you
Forgot that I
broke
could
the
do that
chant?
on controller.
Are you also
Not used to
ignorant
that.
of the maker's most basic rights?
Yes.
The chant of light is how we honor the maker. They are the only words that the
He's like,
faithful should hear from my lips.
You Dalish
But I
elf?
can't.
You don't know
Our
all of the
divine
chantry ins and outs,
is
and it's like,
dead.
I feel like
Our Templars gone.
that
The maker's silence is deafening.
do you know
What
all the
hope
ins and
have
outs
we?
of the Dalish beliefs? I don't think you do. This world is terrible at people knowing things about multiple things. No, like, very few people in this world know actually, like, more. And really, I feel like the foremost historian is the Inquisitor by the end of the game. Because, like, everybody has, like, their specialties, but the Inquisitor's learning, like, a little bit of everything. I'm liking it so far. I'm really liking it so far. I am nervous to play a game that requires aiming, though. Because that is a thing I don't have to worry about.
We should question. If not now,
Questions aren't bad.
Down that road is darkness.
Questions
We have never
aren't
been
bad,
alone.
sir.
We cannot be alone. But even our Templars forsake the light. Even they.
I've never
This
seen
is the
Dalish
messenger.
stand. You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not?
Dramatic
I have an
spin.
invitation for you.
Thank you. You are cordially invited to attend my salon, held at the chateau of Duke Bastien de Gislaine. Yours, Vivienne de Fer, first enchanter of Montsimard, enchanter to the Imperial Court. Kind of aiming with controller. Yeah, I'm hoping I'll get decent at it. Out of heroes. What is this? Sorry, I'm like skimming it. History not of heroes, readings in the ugly heart of change. Interesting. I also love the name Philium. It's delightful. Oh, Varric, you were inside. Interesting. Okay, so I need to do these. Set active. Oh, that's right. There's one by the docks this way.
The Lord Seeker may not think you are.
Whee. Except my A button keeps already getting stuck, which is delightful. Oh, hey, look, a thing!
We should search the area.
There we go. And then we jump back here to get this. Thank you. It's a porn book. But you get experience points for it! Go. Interesting. Interesting. Now we need to go up. How do I go up? want to go to this one. That's really all that matters, is that we're all doing our best and having fun. That is truly what matters. Alright, so we got one aiming and driving. Absolutely. Oh no. Wait, driving in games or driving in real life? And then the last one is down there in the restaurant, which is this one. It is, we're gonna read this first. It is right here. Cool beans. Now we can go get Sarah and Viv.
Just what we needed.
So let's save the game. Go to driving in GTA in games. Okay. I've never played GTA. Do you recommend it? Apparently there's actually, which I didn't know until recently, that like a lot of people do like GTA RP, which I did not know was a thing, but I also don't like know anything about GTA. But I find that fascinating. But I guess it like doesn't actually surprise me. I also learned a lot of people do Red Dead Redemption RP, like especially playing Red Dead Online. There's just things I didn't know. What button? It's okay if it's your sort of thing. How would I know if it's my sort of thing, though? Wrong button. Saw me drive in LA. Oh no. I feel like there's something with it. Oh, Sister Antoinette?
What? Yes, I'm sorry. Minding the duties of the ailing mother, Havara. I am rather overwhelmed. Forgive me. I am unsure whether I meant to extend chantry services to you, and that troubles me greatly.
No one can tear asunder.
Interesting. Interesting. GTA is okay in my opinion. It can be really fun, but it can also cross a lot of lines. Fair. That is very fair. From what I know of it, just again not much. So there's another codex there, another book there. There's a plaque. For Her Majesty's convenience, wooden vines defy the very sun and
Maker, though the darkness
think
comes
there's
upon me, I shall
here?
embrace the light. I shall weather the storm.
There it is. The Lover's Alcove. Whee! I guess I don't know why I'm running. I can just go to the map. World map. So when I type GTA 5, it autocorrected to Glasgow 5. I love that. Let's go get Sarah. Let's go get Sarah, and then we'll go get Viv. Oh, that's right. We have to go talk to,
If I might have a moment of your time.
Why can't I remember her name? Fiona. Not Fiona, but Fiona. But not Fiona.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help
Help me remember. I'm never gonna remember.
Perhaps my people are the wiser.
And y'all don't actually have to help me remember, but I want to remember to look at what color Fiona's eyes are in real life. Like later in the game. Not in real life, but like not in this scene. And also, I guess we probably won't look at Lucius. We won't be able to see Lucius' eyes. But I want to see what color her eyes actually. Well, I guess we would, but really far down the line. That's much further down the line, though. Curious. Because we do at least meet Fiona sooner. But I wish you could meet like the Templars sooner, the way you can go to sorry, trying not to sneeze. Redcliffe. Because I'm curious about something.
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
So was
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap.
That's smart.
I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
Excuse me. I'm also really intrigued. I don't know. The timeline is interesting.
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him.
There's a reason for
You
that.
think he wouldn't happily kill the divine to turn
There's
people
a
against
reason
us?
for that.
So yes,
Not that
I think
Inquisitor
he
knows
did
that
it.
yet, but
More than I think you did it, at any rate.
fair.
The mages weren't willing to talk to the Inquisition before. Why now?
Because now I've seen what you are. And I've seen the Chantry for what it is. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe.
There we go.
Come, meet with the mages.
Getting all the invitations
An alliance
tonight.
could help us both.
3 in one day.
So,
We're very popular.
I hope to see you there.
Very
Au revoir,
popular.
my Lord Herald.
Goodbye.
Come, let us return.
They're like a light green, like a very pale fade green almost. I wonder if that stays the same later on. Black Wolf. Black Wolf. Looks like a dread wolf. It's terrible. That was the weirdest sort of like fake dramatic I think I've ever done in my life. I know I'm fake dramatic a lot, but I'm not that weirdly fake dramatic. Oh, that's right. I am a...
Well, they know who I work for, at least.
Oh, they're still there. I didn't realize they were still there because they had fallen. I couldn't see them. I'm still not great at the camera thing. Bad Wolf. I need to watch the new episodes of Doctor Who. I still need to. They look phenomenal. I have a lot of the new stuff on TikTok. But I need to actually watch the episodes. I have like 2 episodes of Whittaker left. And I also need... wouldn't it be really cool if you get up there somehow? That'd be neat. I mean, there's a pipe right there. You could just climb the pipe. What if you can't? What if none of us have ever just noticed that you actually can? Of course you can't. You can't climb in this game, but like that would be so cool. Well, hang on. You can get up here. Can you actually get up there? Wait. No. I don't think so, but that'd be fucking cool. He seems incredible. Is there anything? I can't remember if there's anything else this way. Okay. Sarah, well, not Sarah yet. Also interesting that this man has magic. I've always found that very interesting. That he's a mage. I wonder how many...
You don't fool me.
How much nobility of Valroyo are mages.
My efforts will survive in
It's really interesting.
Just say what?
What?
What is that?
Question, what? Not a coffee bar needed. Nice.
Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what?
I love her.
Rich tits always try for more than they deserve.
They kind of do, yeah. But also,
Obey
like,
me. Arrow in my face.
the way
So,
that,
you followed the notes well enough.
like,
Glad to see
the
you're...
classism and the racism and the
you're an
oppression and,
Well,
I mean, essentially
you're not
still enslavement of
too elfy.
elves
I mean, it's all good,
in
isn't it?
Valrio
The
and
important thing
in
is you've
Orlais
learned.
makes
You're
it
the herald
really
king.
interesting, like, how similar Orlais and Tevinter kind of really actually are. Like, they're more similar than Orlesians would ever admit. Or honestly, that Tevinter would ever admit. But it's really interesting, and not in a good way. But it's really interesting how similar they are, but how one hides it. And one doesn't. One pretends they're good. The other just ignores the bad. I love that. You glow. It's really interesting. It's so interesting. I have so many questions about Sarah, especially the line, just how she says that the Inquisitor glows. Like, she doesn't say your hand glows. She says you glow. And the banter between Solus and Sarah, where he's like, look at the breach. And she's like, yeah, I try not to. And he's like, yeah, but when you do, you know, look past it. She like starts kind of like describing things past it. And it's like, what? Because, like, you could play a Dalish elf and you don't see shit past the breach. Yeah, there is a theory that she's Andruil, yeah. Which I find very interesting. I don't know how I don't think she is. I think she's important in some way, and she may be connected to Andruil. I don't think she is Andruil. But I also would not be like, oh my god, I can't believe it, if she turned out to be. Like, I wouldn't be, like, shocked. It wouldn't hit me out of nowhere if that is reality. I think there's something else going on. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's something in her family or just her or what it is, but she can see and sense more than she likes to even talk about. But it's also really interesting how she is Andrastian. It's very fascinating if you talk about religion with her. That she is, or at least she's religious. That's all. It's really, she has strong beliefs, and it's very interesting, and it's not like atheistic beliefs. Sarah's fascinating. Some say that. Who are you?
Some believe I'm the Herald of Andraste. But who are you? And what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from
But
Manus.
even then,
My people
saying
just said
she's
the
more
Inquisition
elfy than
should
she
look at him.
thinks.
Your people? Elves?
No.
It's
people. Name's Sarah.
most
cover. Get
elves,
round it.
like, you
For the
never talk to
reinforcements.
elves in this
Don't
game
worry.
that, like, I guess you don't talk to many elves in this game, which
They've
sucks.
got no breaches.
But it's, I mean, we play a Dalish elf. If elves can see, like, past the fade like that, then why can't a Lavellan? Like, why can't Lavellan see more? It's interesting.
Friends
That
really
it's, like,
came through with
just
that tip. No breaches.
her and Solus.
So, Herald of Andraste.
No other
You're a
character
strange one. I'd
has
like to
any
join.
sort of dialogue relating to beyond the breach and seeing more and seeing the Inquisitor glow and stuff. It is just Sarah and Solus. Hi, sir. Hello. You can squeeze in. I believe in you. There you go. Hello, sir. Hi. Can you go lay down? Go lay down. Whoop. Hi. Go lay down. Lay down. What just crashed? Child of an Elven? I don't know. Do you mean, like, what do you mean by that when you say of an elven? Do you mean, like, the elves that basically are still somehow, like, living forever and, like, going into, like, some sort of stasis? Do you mean those elves? Like, okay. So, like the elves in, like, Mythal's temple and stuff? Maybe. But it would also be interesting, like, where did they come from? Where have they, like, who is her parent? Where were they all this time? It's really interesting. I wonder if there are any Elven that never lost their immortality. Abelas. I'm assuming is who you're talking about. And what's his name? Was it Abelas? Please tell me it's Abelas that you're talking about. The dude at the well. Oh. No, I don't know. Is that... No. I need to read more of the stuff. I haven't read any of the extraneous things. Where they come from and where will they do? Where will they do? Where did they come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Yes. I love where will they do. I love it. I love it. Where will they do? Where will they do indeed? Get your mind out of the gutter, Vincent. Stop asking where people are gonna do things. I love typos. They make me smile. Like a real introduction.
How about we get to know each other first?
Don't
names
pout.
and such.
It's fun.
One
We
name.
all make fun of
No,
each other
wait,
for
two.
it. We make
it's
each other
like this.
smile with it. You know
I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends.
Bellasan, there
the
you go.
Friends of Red Jenny.
I need to read
That's
more.
me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There
I
were
wonder who
3
the
in
woman in
Starkhaven,
Kirkwall is.
Brothers or something. It's just a name.
Do we know who
yeah?
the woman in
It
Kirkwall
lets
is?
little people, friends,
Is she
part of
in
something
DA2?
while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I use them to help you. Plus arrows.
Nice. I can ask where people will do if I want. You can. You can. You're right. I'm sorry. I should not have chided you for that. You can ask people where they do. We're so ridiculous. This community, I fucking love y'all. We're absolute chaos. So Boots. She's the one who gives you the reward for killing. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Thank you. Thank you. That makes a lot of sense. So you're offering spies.
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Oliver.
Here's how it is.
Oliver.
You important people are up here,
Ollie.
shoving your cods
Stop
around, blah blah, I'll crush
Oliver.
you, I'll crush you.
Thank you.
Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secrets, and what gave them up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not
I love
Nike
the
ship dark or
Jennies.
hidden. If you don't listen down here too.
Can you imagine
you
if
risk
we
your
got like a
wages.
spin-off game
Like those guards?
of like
I
the
stole
Red
their-
Jennies? I would love.
Look,
We're never
do
gonna
you
get
need
it. I mean, think
people
about how
or
long it
not?
took us to get
I want
Direct
to
Wolf.
get everything back to normal. Like you.
I wish there were more like Red Jennies, like in the game and stuff. I love them. You're better off not knowing. Oh, you missed. Who's missed it? Yeah, my A button is already getting stuck. That's fine. Why ask if I glow?
Back there you wanted to know if I glowed. Why?
That's what you do, innit? You walked out of somewhere and now you glow. Andraste's herald. True or not, it seemed like the easiest way to know it was you.
True or not?
Well, that's what they say and all. Look, don't get ahead yet.
She's
I want to help
like,
this.
he's like, what do you mean I'm
Whatever it
glowing?
is.
And she's like, well, you're glowing.
Inquisition.
You're glowing. Boots, just read the message before that. Miss Vincent's last message before that. That's in all caps. Join.
All right, Sarah. I can use
Gotta
you
collect
and
the
your
gays.
friends.
Yes! Good, before you're too
Let's
big
go,
to
lesbians,
lie.
let's
That'll
go.
keep your breeches where they should be.
I still
Plus
need to
extra
romance her at
breeches
some
because
point.
I have all these. You have merchants who buy that pish, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
I love her. I love her. Alright, we're gonna keep our squad for recruiting Viv. Confirm.
So, who do you think is the toughest? Josephine, Liliana, or Cassandra?
I'm right here, you know.
Liliana.
That doesn't rule you out, Seeker.
Cullen's not up for consideration?
Curly, they just keep him around to look pretty.
Gotta loot first. I love them. I love all of them. Loot. Cassandra Klein, yeah. Wee. I am not used to controllers vibrating. That will take some time. I jumped and it vibrated. I was like, what the fuck is happening? It jump scares me every time. Alright, I think that's... Okay. For a second, out of the corner of my eye, I was like, yeah, it's a statue. And then my brain went, is that a wolf? And out of the corner of my eye, I couldn't tell what shape it was. And I was like, Solus here too? It's not. To Viv. Let's go get Viv. Shall we have Viv do a murder?
Master Lavellen, on behalf of the Inquisition.
That's me. It's really interesting that I'm here alone.
A pleasure, sir.
In
We
an
so
armor.
rarely have a chance to meet anyone new. It is always the same crowd at these parties. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer. Or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
I don't know. You know what's really interesting? In the invitation, doesn't it say Madame de Fer? Or does it not? I'm trying to remember the invitation we got. I thought it did say Madame de Fer, but again, I might not always read it. You know of me.
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fade.
I've heard very little about Duke Bastien.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
Interesting.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a man of his years.
And of course, there's the civil war.
Yeah, that's not good.
Bastien probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time son-in-law.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for Gaspard. Everyone knows it.
Interesting.
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter.
Maybe it doesn't, or else this wouldn't make sense.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
Some of those storytellers may have gotten carried away.
But only for the best effect. The Inquisition is a ripe subject
Gossip
for
in the
wild
court.
tales.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
I think he's projecting. You know, this feels like projecting. I mean, I know it's projecting. It is terrible for people that need to liberate. What's your point?
I've never made any claims to holiness. What's your point?
In front of all these people, you admit to being a pretentious
That's
usurper.
not at all what I said.
We know what your Inquisition truly is.
You say we
If
a lot
you were a
for
man of
someone
honor,
just who's talking
you'd
for
step
themselves.
outside and answer the charges.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests. You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lord, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
The thing is, I know more about him and what else he's done than the Inquisitor does. And I kind of wish the Inquisitor knew a little bit more, but it'd be weird if he did. I think the Inquisitor would just be like, I don't care. This seems like a lot.
The Marquis doesn't interest me. Do whatever you like with him.
Poor Marquis. Issuing challenges and hurling insults like some Ferelden doglord. And all dressed up in your Aunt Solange's doublet. Didn't she give you that to wear to the Grand Tourney? To think all the brave chevaliers who will be competing left for Markham this morning, and you're still here.
Oh.
Were you hoping to sate your damaged pride by defeating the Herald of Andraste in a public duel? Or did you think his sword would end the shame of your failure? Run along, my dear.
Oof.
Do give my regards to your aunt.
I mean, she's good at what she
I'm delighted
does.
you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you.
She is good at what she does.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Jeez.
I am Vivienne, first enchanter of Montsimard and enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Charmed, Lady Vivienne.
Ah, but I didn't invite you to the chateau for pleasantries. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity.
You know what's
and order
interesting?
to our
I wonder who the default,
As
like,
the leader of the last loyal
you know, like there's like the
mages of
default
Thedas,
world state.
I feel
I
it only
wonder
right
who the
that I lend my
default
assistance to your
divine will be, like, who the divine will be in the default world state. I would guess it's Cass, but I don't know for sure. I'm really intrigued. I'll be very intrigued if it's Viver Liliana, and also if it's softened or hardened Liliana. For like the whole softened versus hardened, part of me is like, well, then it's probably not Liliana. But also because it's a thing, and it's such a complicated series of things that you can do, maybe it would be part of the default. I'm really curious what, like, that's what I wish we knew. I hope it would be really cool if they tell us the default world state ahead of Dreadwolf's release. Do you think we'll find out ahead of time, or do you think we'll find out when the game's released and when we play? I hope they tell us ahead of time. I feel like it would make sense somewhat as well because of the Dragon Age Keep. Intrigued. What are the loyal mages?
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
Interesting. Do you support the Circle?
So you're in favor of returning the mages to the Circle, then?
Where else can mages safely learn to master their talents? We need an
This is where
institution
her privilege
to protect
comes out.
and nurture magic.
The Keep would probably
Maker
say,
knows.
but would
Magic
it say
will find
ahead of
neither on its own.
release? Or would they wait until the game is fully released and then open the Keep? So that's where her privilege comes out, is like, her circle is very different from most circles. Like, the circles in Orlais in general are very different. Do you support the Chantry?
Are you devout? What's your opinion of the Chantry?
I was a great admirer of the late divine Justinia V. The Chantry, at its best, unites the disparate cultures of Thedas and looks after its most vulnerable.
At its
Had
best.
she lived, Justinia could have accomplished
She truly
so
believes
much.
things can get better, which is great. It's always good. What do you get out of this?
What's in this for you?
I'm gonna
The
recruit
same
her. I just
thing
want to
anyone
see her
gets by
nice
fighting
skin.
this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
It's good. I know, it's very interesting. I mean, she wouldn't be who she is now if she would have been in a different circle. In, like, Kirkwall or Ferelden. Like, she would just be a completely different person. So it's really interesting.
What exactly can you
It's one of those thought experiments that, like,
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know
she
every member of the
would not be,
Imperial
like,
Court
probably, like,
personally.
recruitable or anything.
I
Yeah.
have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
Welcome aboard.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivian.
Great things are
Hey,
being done, my
it's a
dear. I
Shammers.
can
How
promise
are
you
you?
that.
How's it going? How were the Sea of Thieves? The Seas of Thieves? How'd it go? How was piracy today? Hammers. Nope. Hammers now. We have hammers, we have Bob, we have wood or Stoob. Oh, I'm sorry for how much I'm yawning. Alright. We have everybody that we can recruit as of this point in the game. Alright. Cullen is back. Cullen! Haven't talked to him yet. Well, got a load of gold. Nice! Hate typing on tablet. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Cullen. Hello, sir.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Hi, Harris.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
That feels like flirting, doesn't it? I wish that was... It feels like this man should be by. Oh, hey, it's a bot. Holy crap, who's that? Hi, Samson. Go lay down. Go lay down. No, Bubba. Go lay down. Feels like flirtish. I like to stand out.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did.
Flirting back.
I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand
Him being
the
straight,
devastation
Morgan
it
being
caused.
straight,
So,
Cass being straight.
Cassandra sought a
None of these
solution.
things make sense.
When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
Everything is a mess.
Conclave destroyed, a giant hole in the sky. Things aren't looking good.
Which is why we're needed. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains.
Yep.
The Inquisition could
That's why I
act where
played
the
with that.
Chantry
Yeah,
cannot.
right.
Our followers would be
Right.
part of that. There's so much we can...
He feels like the Caden of Dragon Age.
I doubt you
Where,
came
like,
here for a lecture.
feel like he, you know, like, thinks he's straight, realizes he's not over time. I would also say Jawl, except Jawl's is within the same game. Cullen's like the Caden of Dragon Age. They have to. The fact that they let us flirt, which I like that they let us flirt. It's like how you can flirt with Liam as a guy in Andromeda. I like his response though. His response is really nice. He's like, I'm flattered. I do not bat for the same team. It's not actually his line, but like I like Liam's response. It's really nice. No, I like your enthusiasm.
No, but if you have
I
one
think he's gonna
prepared,
rub the
I'd
back
love
of his
to hear
neck.
it.
Another
Oh
time.
no, he'll just chuckle. Interesting. Nope, clears throat. There we go.
There's still a lot of
The awkwardness.
Commander,
The
Sir Wyden has a
awkwardness.
report
He's like,
of our
oh,
supply
I'm
lines."
being flirted with. Which he does
As I
no
was
matter
saying.
if you're a guy or a girl in this game. He's still very awkward with flirting. He'll flirt, and then you flirt back. He's like, oh god, they're flirting back. He's like, oh, I'm being flirted with. What do we do about this? What do I do about this? We'll never find out if he's bi now, because he voices himself. I mean, they could just get a new voice actor. They could just get a new voice actor for him. Have they said that they're not going to do that? I almost think it's weird if Cullen isn't in the next game, though. Because hasn't Cullen been... No, he isn't... Was he in Origins? Was he in Origins? No. Yes. You playing with a toy now? He's in the Mage Origin. Okay. So yeah, he's in all 3 games. It's kind of weird if he's not... No? I don't know if you could hear him rumbling at his toy. But yeah, like, it's weird if he...
Walk safely, Herald of Andraste.
Cullen has to be, doesn't he?
We'll need some of your cloth for bandages.
And how much is Mother Giselle willing to offer?
Really put a price on the love of Andraste?
Segret will put a price on everyone's life. What is the point of Segret? Why is he here? Like, he has extra stuff, but like, why didn't they just put everything in the blacksmith shop? Because it's not like it's a separate recruit thing like other merchants are. Other merchants you have to go recruit. We did one today. But like, why... Why is he here? Why are you here, sir? Why are you necessary for this game? Is it just to get like I guess you can get Bianca things. Hey, welcome back, Took. How are you? Hinder's DA2 voice. Ooh. It's just really interesting. Why is he here? Too many breaches. Oh, I got the chips. Oh, that was weird. Okay. Welcome back. We have recruited Sarah and Viv. We have talked to many people, not everybody, but many people. Did I... God damn it. Oh no! That's not good. I have to hesitate more before I press A. Is what I'm learning. Yeah, because there's day 3 of us being unconscious after the conclave. Actually, oh, I can't read it there again. One voice act. Oh, interesting. That's a good question. I don't, not directly, but I think I took some parts of words and like I tried to make something, but I may have given up at some point. I can't remember. I would love to remember. I don't usually name characters that way. But I think I kind of try sometimes, and then often give up. Iraviel? Iraviel. I think I started to a little bit, but I may have given up, so I may not at all. I don't remember. Would love to remember. But my memory is shit. You're welcome. I may have taken bits for like inspiration, but it's definitely not like something in and of itself. I know that. Oh, wait, who was it? Sarah needs points. Oh, that's Viv. Viv needs things. Let's give that to Viv. 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 And let's give that to Viv. Let's give that to Viv. I like those abilities. I just realized all of the other ones have their, like, so... Oh no, he doesn't now all of a sudden. He did. Varric doesn't either all of a sudden. My mod stopped working. That's weird. My mod stopped working. Interesting. But yet Cass still has some abilities. Odd. Huh. Interesting. Don't... Energy barrage or chain lightning? Let's go energy barrage. And Sarah. Very glad Cora went to the vet today because apparently she had... Oh no! I'm glad you got that caught. That's really good. That's important. Okay, there. That one, because I want this one, because I want this one. And sharpness plus the air. Oh, that's right, X. No, I don't want the knockback. There is one location where knockback fucks me up, and for that reason, I never take knockback anymore. And it's actually in the DLC. It's in the Descent. The number of times my exploding arrows with knockback knocked an enemy that was holding something that I... Are you good? Are you eating grass? Are you okay? You're okay? Okay. God, that sounded terrible. I'm so sorry. Hi. Sweet girl. That sounded terrible. She's fine. In the deep roads, knocking them off of cliffs. And then they have, like, the hammers you need, like the Shabertal. Have the hammers you need to get through the walls. And then I can't get through. Let's get some poison. Yeah. And... yeah, we'll do that as well. I think ear means I am... Got you. If you help me remember, I will try to look it up after stream. And see if I can figure out what I was doing. Oops, wrong button. Okay, let's talk to Sarah.
So, this is it,
It was. It was.
Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I
Had
thought
to
it'd be bigger.
respec.
Hear that? I meant the stronghold, but it sounded like...
I actually don't even think
Well,
I
it's funny,
respec. I
right?
think I just kept
Anyway,
reloading
stopping
and just
wars should
not
earn more
using one of my
sovereigns than this.
primary abilities.
Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
I'm pretty sure the Conclave proved it's not that easy.
Well, the Conclave,
Yes, it is.
Conclave didn't prove shit. It got exploded.
It isn't.
Why? Because someone yelled it real loud? Make them prove it. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
What questions are those?
Is there something else you're looking for? Like, what's behind all this?
Maybe. I don't know. First things first, right? I help you, march, arrow, kick. Then people stop being stupid, and everything starts to make sense again. Sound good to you, all chosen Lord Herald?
Not gonna flirt. Sounds good to me.
I'm ready to give it a shot. That's all I can ask from anyone else.
I'm in. It's an investment,
Sarah
yeah?
slightly approves.
Better pay off, too. Stupid war and everything. I had things to do.
The uppities disagreeing on things fucks with the common folk. That's what Sarah cares
Chasing the
about.
Lord Seeker, I hear.
Oh god.
Anyone who thinks
The
they need
camera's
Lord in front of
having
their name,
issues.
that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your
Yeah.
first clue to a total arse. Fact.
I hate that immediately you can be like, you're out. And she's the only one that you can be like, nope, you're out. It's the weirdest. It's the weirdest. Your thoughts on our allies?
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Which? The ones who do things, or the ones who give orders?
I want to know what she thinks of Varric.
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric?
It's weird.
Too clever. Always saying something,
Right?
never saying it straight.
About Solus.
What about Solus?
Solus? His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
4,000, but yes. Cass?
Thoughts about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough, though.
Yep.
I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
Stand behind her in front of anything. I love that. Viv?
What's your opinion of Vivienne?
She's a bitch, but she knows. She better.
One of my advisors.
What do you think about our spy master, ambassador, and commander?
Liliana is pretty in places. Swear I've seen her,
Probably
too.
has seen her.
Or heard she used to play.
Yep.
But that'd be mad.
Nope, it's true.
Now, Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business, if you have to have it. And Cullen, I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can grow into it. Nice hair, though.
We'll talk later.
Good, right?
I love
I'll
her.
be here.
I love her. She's so good. Okay. And then Viv. Let's go talk to Viv. Because we haven't talked to Viv yet. Is there anyone else we haven't talked to yet? I don't think so. We just got back from
It's good you
Valrail.
returned. We heard of your encounter. You heard?
My agents in a city
I mean, not
sent
yet,
word
but
ahead.
Graham.
Of course.
It's a
Graham.
shame the Templars have abandoned their senses as well as the capital.
Not quite yet. I'm a few minutes early, but only a few minutes. At least we made contact.
At least we know how to approach the mages and Templars now.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what?
Her sentence is
reports
more
have
correct
been
than she thinks.
Very odd.
Oh, her
We
outfit.
must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
I don't think either of you know enough of anything to be arguing either of your sides.
Or you could stop bickering and make a decision.
That's full
I
Cassandra
agree.
approval.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe.
She's like, stop
The mages may
arguing.
be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
Well, the Templars are led by a demon, so, you know. I think that's risky, but we don't know that. Stop fighting. There's always danger.
So it'll be dangerous.
Why are all of you
I've been in
making
danger
noises?
since I walked out of the Fade.
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the
Why are you
Conclave,
making so much noise?
The same could be said about the Templars.
Hi.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
They're not even barking. They're just grumbling. They're just making
There is
noise.
one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens
Sounds
of
good.
Ferelden vanished. I
Thank you for
sent
hanging
word
out
to
to-
those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't
Excuse
even
me.
consider the idea they're involved in all this.
Puff
but
grumbles are the
the
best.
timing is curious.
Why tell me?
So you're telling me this because...
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore
Never
it.
doubt Liliana.
2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news
I'm
of a
assuming
Grey
you mean
Warden
you're
by the
glad
name
you
of
could.
Rockmore. If you have the opportunity, please seek him
I'm
out.
glad I couldn't hang
Perhaps
out.
he can put my mind at ease.
If you can't,
Then there may be more going on than we
so
thought.
much. I'm so glad I couldn't hang out today. Oh my god. Wait. Save the game. Wait. Creme! My love. Speaking of Creme, I really need to get continuing writing my thing. But Creme! Creme.
Excuse me. We've got a message for the Inquisition, but
Yep,
I'm
that's
having
me.
a hard time getting anyone to talk
That's
to
me. I'll talk to you. Yeah. And maybe just give me a minute. Creme. Love him. Hi.
What's the message?
We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge. If you'd like to see what the Bull's charges can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
Creme. Tell me about your company.
What can your bull's charges offer the Inquisition?
We're loyal, we're tough, and we don't break contracts. Ask around Val Royeaux. We've got references.
I'm gonna screenshot that line for like inspo. I'm so bad I've somehow forgotten your Inky's name. Iraviel. Iraviel.
Shepherd.
Hey.
Shepherd.
Okay, wait.
Shepherd?
The timing, though, of us talking to Creme and you coming in with the Shepherd sound alert, though, impeccable. For those who don't know, one of Shepherd's voice actors is Creme's voice actor. Hello, Harls, how are you? That is wildly, like, on point. That was phenomenal. Because I was debating, I was like, should I say it? Nah, I'm not going to say it. And then you came in, I was like, I have to say it now. Ugh. Love.
What should I know about your commander?
Iron Bull. He's one of those Kunari, the big guys with the horns. He leads from the front. He pays well, and he's a lot smarter than the last bastard I worked for.
He's very smart.
Best of all, he's professional.
Thank you for that.
First time he's gone out of his way.
Oh my god, thank you for that.
Why did your commander send us this information?
Is it just me going, Cram?
He thinks you're doing good work.
It is, isn't it? He's the best. I need to write more. Yes. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna go.
Look forward to meeting
Also,
this Iron
Bull.
Bull.
We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see.
Yeah, you are. Love him. I love him. I want to say more words. Crap. Can you imagine if Creme is a companion for the next game? God, I'd be so happy. And now I want to watch Absolution after stream. He's not in it. I'm not saying that, but like, how I wanted that. Readjusting my brain because the plan for the day got. Oh no, that sucks. Oh, I'm giving him a bath and keeping the rest. Aw, that's good. I'm doing okay. A little tired, but I'm good. Now I want to go watch Absolution. Absolution is so good. Yeah, can you imagine if it's like Creme and Dagna? And like, what if it's like side characters from all the other games? Where are other characters that it could be? Okay, if you had to pick a handful of like side characters from the existing trilogy that are companions for the next game, who would you pick? Sandal? I feel like Sandal would not. Okay, let me rephrase. Because I don't think they would give us Sandal as a companion to bring out, like, on missions. To go out and fight things. I don't want to make Sandal fight things. Sandal's not fighting things. Sandal's a researcher and an inventor. And an enchanter and all that good shit. If you were to pick... Enchantment. He can. But I don't... Should he? If you were to pick a team that you think BioWare could give us and would give us... I'm adding that bit. That you think BioWare might actually do. Oops. Okay. Harding? Oh, I would love Harding. Oh, I love her. Where am I going? Why do I always run like I need to leave? Like I need to leave here before I go places. Of Liliana spies. I can't remember. Goes to the fort in Crestwood. I feel like I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember. I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of their name. To give us any party members from NPC. Oh, interesting! You don't think we're gonna get any existing NPCs as companions? Like, I mean, they usually do that, though. We have that with Varric. We have that with, I mean, Liliana they brought over. I'm kind of somewhat counting Liliana. Liliana's not exactly one of those. We have Cullen, which I guess, to bring out on missions or to be, like, the advisor's roles in this game. I love her, but her name is... I know. I don't remember. Is it Charter? Maybe. It is Charter? Okay. Trying to decide. Oh, I have a skill point. Hello, can I... Nope. Hello? Oh, apparently if I have my hands down here under my desk, it doesn't... It only reaches some of the things? Because, like, I was able to press this button. Oh, there we go. Weird. It was just acting weird. My shoulder was hurting when I was leaning forward. So I was trying to adjust the way I was sitting. It didn't actually help. Oh, I forgot I can stealth. Let's do that. Apply. Mayveris. Oh, I would love Mayveris. Do you think we'd get Mayveris? That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Wrong button. I want this. This. And black. We haven't unlocked it yet. Damn it. Captain of the Chargers. Do I have enough points? Ow. Oh, I had a weird pinch in my heel. That was uncomfortable. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate you. We do. We do.
I shall embrace the light. I shall weather the storm.
You know what? You know what? I don't think I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna end stream here. And then I think we'll recruit Blackwall and Bull next time. Because I know if I do one of them, I'm gonna want to do both. And that's gonna add another bunch of time to stream. So I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna save again.